Hello, I'm Kaiser Wilhelm II. After forcing Bismarck to resign in 1890, Germany is finally able to be a world power. We are jealous of the large British Empire, and so we too shall join the scramble for Africa as we want a place in the sun. I believe that German prestige and the status as a world power is strongly linked with colonies.
Not only this, in Britain along with much of Europe, humanitarian and civilizing mission encouraged colonial expansion too. For example, the London Missionary Society and the Wesleyan Missionary Society were one of the main influential forces to spread Christianity to these primitive people. Along with all this, there were anti-slavery campaigns, medical missions, etc. The white man's burden also influenced us to gain colonies. We believe that these savages can be used for scientific inquiry with the development of social sciences.
Do you know that in the 19th century, 9 million people left Britain and Ireland, with most of them settling in the USA and Canada? Only 500,000 of them went to the new empire areas like southern Africa. Colonial expansion was viewed by many as a way to help overcome domestic tensions. This was called popular imperialism. Popular imperialism would give people in the country pride in what their nation was doing and ease class, religion or nationality tensions which may have existed beforehand.
We can see that there are many economic benefits of acquiring colonies during this period. One major reason was the fact that there would always be a guaranteed market for their goods with no competitors. It also added security in times of economic depression and made sure that these markets will be maintained. There were, however, problems with this, as outlined by J. Hobson in his influential book, Imperialism, a study published in 1902. In this book he pointed out how only a small percentage of Britain was actually trading with these new colonies, and how even then, the trade was poor and uncertain. Hobson then shows that the real motives for imperialism was for investors who pushed for new colonies, as there were large profits to be made from the enterprise. On the other hand, it is evident that rubber from Malaya and cotton from India, etc., were essential for the growing consumer market in Britain. These colonies were also a source of cheap labor.
Even today, army officers are constantly trying to get promotions. Back then, using small colonial wars were an easy way for them to do this. By simply being mentioned and being in such wars allowed them to have huge advantages over those who did not. Not only this, colonies were used as justifications for larger military budgets, especially in countries like Germany. It can also be said that Britain wanted Africa for strategic benefits by protecting its sea routes as well as naval stations. This is evident after Britain annexed areas adjacent to areas that were important to them, such as southern Africa.
Finally, these colonies would provide the nation with convenient refueling or communication locations all over the world. As seen in history, the Suez Canal is very important. One of the reasons being how it makes travel from colonies to the nation a lot easier. This proved essential for controlling India, as it allowed troops to be sent rapidly in case of revolts. Steam-powered refrigerator ships allowed the trade of perishable goods, and telegraphs were able to be used to increase the speed and reliability of communication globally. New advances in medical technology also allowed new places which explorers previously could not even reach safely to be colonized with ease, such as West Africa with the threat of malaria.
Brought to you by Red Army.
Thank you.